push it to the rack.
Yeah, definitely. So the rack is a different story, but what you say is having the routers here and to change the routers. I think the drawback is that if we want to put any burden on the router's side, we have to change the configuration, maybe hardware even. So that brings kind of in. I mean, okay, that's fine. Okay, so the benefit of this environment could be the programmer doesn't have any worry about where the program is located, how to manage the failures, and how to break computations into smaller pieces, and how to program for scaling, because all of these jobs are the responsibilities of the Hadoop environment by itself. Okay, so let's see, and could focus on writing scale-free programming. It's a kind of paradise for programming, but there are lots of problems. So this is scalable, as I told you. It doesn't matter if it is just one computer, thousands of computers. And the good thing is, if you want to, right now, it's a kind of, trigonometric, or I can say exponential relation between the performance and the money that you pay. For example, if you want the performance 4 times than the current computer that you are dealing with, you shouldn't just pay 4 times. It should be something like 10, 16, exponential or trigonometrical. So if you can, change it from the bigger box to a kind of bunch of, number of, normal computers, the relation between the performance could be kind of linear. Okay, it's tedious. So it's a good, benefit of it. And Fatima told us, very nice about this kind of project. I'm not going to talk about it. And the dot coding, as I told you, it was 2004 or 2005, which was, initiated in Yahoo, and Yahoo donated the whole package to the Apache environments. And in 2006 it happened. And one of our friends, does anybody knows the story behind Hadoop name?
I think, the elephant. Okay. And we have different users dealing with Hadoop. The administrators deals with installation, monitoring, managing system, and tuning the system, while the users working with design complication and import export data, as well as working with tools. But there's an image restrict. A specific line between these two parts. First, I saw this usage for Hadoop, like social media, and because Facebook is the second top company that works with Hadoop, and I saw the security. Hadoop is in fame about security issues. Well, how can it is possible? How it's possible to work in security environments with Hadoop? But the thing is, I just searched a little. Have you ever tried to, for example, in a Facebook environment, you started to say, okay, just have 200 friends, and it's shameful. My friend beside me has 2,000 friends, and you start to, adding friends randomly without, knowing the people. And after a couple of minutes, you receive alarms, and after that, you receive the, restriction. You are blocked for a week, not to add any further friends. Did you have any similar problems? 2,000 friends.
One of my family member has, he's half of the age of me, and he has 3,000 friends.
That explains how they get all the requests I get from these people I never ever heard.
Exactly. So, and Hadoop environment works on this kind of fraud detection. Or if you are a kind of normal user of a Visa or these kind of credit cards, but if you randomly start to using your Visa card just in one day repeatedly, and you hit the ceiling for that day and go for the other day, there could be a kind of fraud. And this kind of fraud detection can be done in the Hadoop environments. this is the
But
security.
threshold schemes are not very good because the attacker can just stay behind the threshold.
Okay, that's well, anybody knows that if you use a stronger lock, there could be a more intelligent thief like that. But you can just make it a little harder.
This is not making it that much harder, right?
Well, just one question. If you can be suspicious about one pattern, okay, and you can put it in a kind of blacklist, okay? It's not that easy to always buy whatever you want with that stolen Visa card, and that can just limit the possibilities. I'm sure that there are lots of ways to
But you
turn
have on
around.
your list intelligence, government, financial services. You're not talking about, oh, well, it makes it a little bit harder. You're talking about very serious matters.
Well, yeah. For example, financial services uses these things that I told you, but still we have pretty much ahead of ourselves to really make it complex,
As we talked before also, for the different like financial services and the government intelligence services, Hadoop in those organizations is still used, but it has a different role. For this particular thing, they have a different place for it. So there is differentiate always. I was reading yesterday and about Facebook, around 10 million accounts are fake right now. Yesterday is news. And they cannot do anything. They don't have any particular criteria to stop fake users.
Exactly, because they tried, for example, to ask for mobile numbers first, but then because there are lots of countries that their mobile number has no connection with the United States, like Iran, so they couldn't continue that way of verifying the users. And then they changed it in order to, for example, make any Facebook account, you have to identify a valid email account as well. So it's just a little bit harder to make a kind of fake history, fake email account.
When they were going IPO, they wanted to hit the 1 billion mark. So very important. Because we're talking about huge amount of money. Look at how much they raised in $1 billion. And it turned out that at least when the investors started looking at it, they were suspecting at least 20% of the Facebook account to be fraudulent or not tied to it. And Facebook said, no, that's the case, we will stop them. But it's true. In fact, not with you guys, but many people have multiplied.
That's right. And no one can stop me. There is no particular.
And having the email account, no stop.
Exactly. That's true though.
But actually, JP Morgan fired those top people who were in the IPO setting. Yeah, because the IPO was very hyped, right? It was a big thing, and then after that it dropped too much, and now it's back because of the advertisement thing. But the JP Morgan fired those people, and what is the allegation is that they were with them in setting the price. Yeah. Like it was not supposed to be 37, but like other people like Merrill Lynch and others, they gave it like somewhere around 25, 26. But JP Morgan is a bit short, so they decided it, and now those people are out of the company because they have to pay the price because they said their own, and based on all those number of users, advertisements, marketing, and.
But they already knew that this doesn't have. Like when IPO was around 700,
like
800
1
million,
year back.
they knew that there were not that many users, right?
But I don't know what they did, but those people, they set the wrong price.
Right.
And now they are again up because of other reasons. But initially for 4, 5, 6 months, it was a mess for them. So because it started.
How many of you have multiple accounts?
Multiple what?
Facebook accounts.
I just have 4.
Here's one. Several you want?
I have 0.
And I had a reason for that, because in the time that the Green Movement was established in Iran, exactly one of the ways that, is it recorded? Okay, just don't send it to an Iran intelligence service. I could not,
made a kind of direct report, and I uploaded the photos that I gained from the street, but I couldn't, do it with my real name. And even though I always, because the police came at 2 a.m. all the nights, I always, when it goes to, 3 a.m., I said, thank God this night passes and I have no, police tonight. Exactly, that was the reason for me. Well, anyway, so these, they were the, famous.
Just to give you, by the way, it's 3:10, which is fine. You can keep going.
Okay. You said 4.
So,
do you want any, for example, a break between?
So, I think, right? Let's try this part next week. But you can continue next week.
It's going to be maybe next week.
Because he's only going to try, he has a conference later coming, 20 minutes, in fact 13 minutes. Okay. You can maybe use some of that time.
Perfect, because if I just go till 4, I need just half an hour next week.
Well, I was suggesting ask I think that may be too long. I speak for them because even eyes behind my back says, okay,
Okay, if you want, I can just look at it.
We wanted to have 2 sets of talks, so you should be one of them. I know you have other stuff to do, Wilson, but you were going to potentially talk or demo.
I don't mind, just that would take time off the others. That's all. We don't mind that.
You can do both?
Well, no matter, even if I do both, it's going to still take some time off.
What if you do it in 2 weeks?
Oh, 2 weeks.
No, not next week. Next week I will be coming right and in fact, I suspect his work still all over. And he's only at 37, right? So it would be 2, maybe 3 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah, volunteers?
Okay, after 3,
Okay.
there is the other next chapter, Hadoop in cloud or cloud.
I may invite an industry partner. I talked to a company who they have their own stuff. There's not Hadoop. That's very close. That's their basic idea. And I may invite them to come and present us what they do. So we may squeeze it in. Because it would be interesting to hear what they do. But they may work. And in fact, many of you potentially can work with them. Well, not the people who live, but people who stay. So they trying to do deduplication. They're trying to come up with quality service. They're trying to come up with, as I said, a virtual networking. There's all kinds of stuff. But that's the basic idea, but not using Hadoop. Hadoop has its limitations. So there are lots of people who go to research industry. So we may be able to bring one of our meetings, bring them in, and let them tell us what they do, what they understand. So that's another one we will do.
In my talk, I am going to talk about challenges. In the morning also, I meet with a few company guys, luckily, and we can talk to them also.
Sure.
They are working on cloud and Bigdata problems.
There are lots of things. Absolutely. Yeah, but it is good, both hearing from academic and industry. It's true that at the end of the day, we want to do what academics like. It would be nice to know what actually works, what kind of issue they run into. Like what's the magic number 25? Maybe somebody has actually the answer. So that was a very good presentation. Thank you. Okay. So next week.